disappearing act.
Who is here? Come on! You mother!
Popular Chinese ghost hunter Xiao Long sets out to investigate the creepy story surrounding an abandoned and allegedly haunted mansion in Foshan City, China. He broadcasts his exploration live on his YouTube channel and also on a Chinese broadcasting app as thousands tune in to watch his live stream. As Xiao Long makes his way through the massive building, exploring the long hallways room by room, he suddenly hears a very eerie sound.
这是哪里？惊人！哎呦，我操你妈的！ 这是里边声，不知道是外边的还是这楼里的。
Xiao Long is shocked as he hears the creepy sound of a guqin, an ancient Chinese musical instrument, being played by someone. But Xiao Long's night is about to become much more terrifying. As he continues to explore, he finds himself lost in an endless maze of confusing hallways in the large abandoned mansion. What happens next is downright chilling.
我操你妈！这真大呀！我他妈好像他妈走不出去了。我操你妈！哎呦，哦！我操你妈！哎呦，哦！我操你妈呀！我操你妈！谁呀？啊！ 我操你妈！我操你妈！我操你妈的！我操！谁？
Xiao Long is shocked as he sees an eerie shadow figure seemingly watching him from the end of the hall. He charges toward it only to find that it has disappeared and now reappears back where he started. He chases it, but again, it disappears into thin air. In the distance, he sees a door unexplainably closed by itself. So Xiao Long thinks that the dark figure he saw might have ducked inside the room. So he heads toward the door to investigate.
我操你妈！听这声儿， 操你妈！我操！
And with that, Xiaolong has had enough. He sprints along the winding halls of the mansion and eventually makes his escape. So did Xiaolong capture a strange teleporting shadow figure? As always, I leave that to you to decide. You can watch many more of Xiaolong's terrifying explorations live on his YouTube channel, Outdoor Xiaolong.
And I have decided that Xiaolong did capture something fucking insane. Now, I didn't know this, and many of you may not know this, but in their culture, if you curse at the ghosts and say like, fuck you, fuck this, fuck that, you bitch, it's supposed to make the ghost scared of you and it runs away and leaves you alone. I did not know that, and I think that is fucking awesome. YouTube, if you're enjoying this, just subscribe. What the fuck are you waiting for? Let's get back to some scary ass videos.
Stranger in the house. When TikTok user Leanne moved into her new house with her son and 2 daughters, she didn't know much about the property's history or previous owners. But as it turns out, a man had taken his own life in the house many years ago. Even stranger, the previous owners said that the house was haunted by that man's ghost and had left in fear. So, not long after Leanne and her family move into the house, odd, unexplainable things begin to occur. One day, Leanne notices her 6-year-old son Dylan exhibiting some very odd behavior. Little Dylan is playing with his toys in the living room when he can be heard saying, "Who's that?" Then Dylan seems to be looking at something that we can't see, before quickly spinning around, seemingly frightened by something behind him, almost as if he felt something touch him. And things just get creepier from here. One autumn day, Leanne is outside filming little Dylan as he plays in the fallen leaves. Then this happens.
Yay!
Dylan happily throws around leaves, and then he seems to throw his toy at something. But then some unknown force seems to forcibly shove him to the ground. Leanne believes that the spirit that haunted their house was now targeting her 6-year-old son. Soon after this video and several other incidents, Leanne and her family moved out. They had only lived in the house for 7 months, but they no longer felt safe. So, was Leanne's house haunted by the former tenant? What do you think?
You know what? Maybe this kid wouldn't be getting shoved to the ground if he's not throwing things at the ghost. I'm just saying.
Watching you. This next video was sent in by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Felix Estrella from Gainesville, Florida. One very early morning, Felix admits that he was a little inebriated when he went outside for some fresh air. He then spots something truly bizarre in a garage window. He pulls out his phone and starts to film.
What the bro? Okay, cool.
A pale, creepy face can be seen watching Felix from the window. As Felix walks closer to the garage, the face mysteriously disappears. So could it be that Felix caught some kind of ghost or entity by accident? You tell me.
Yo, what the fuck was that? At first I was like, oh, it's pareidolia maybe, but then when you actually zoom in and clear the picture, you clearly see a face.
Normal Nightmare. For the last 5 years, Kathy Gallinger from the YouTube channel Paranormal Nightmares says she's been experiencing paranormal activity in her home in Canada. Now, Kathy might seem familiar as I've featured some of her spooky captures in her home before. Oddly, the paranormal presence often seems to target her pet cats. Kathy believes that the source of the haunting in her home might be her collection of antique dolls. However, Kathy doesn't want to get rid of the dolls as they belong to her aunt, who has now passed away. Kathy keeps the creepy dolls in the basement with a security camera monitoring the area 24/7. So one day at around 3 p.m. in the afternoon, Kathy's husband Jamie goes into the basement to quickly cut a piece of wood in his basement workshop. When he comes back out, he's a bit freaked by what he sees.
Huh? What?
The chair the dolls are in seems to lean back on its own and just stays there, wobbling in mid-air. Jamie can't believe his eyes and uses the piece of wood he was cutting to just kinda poke around the chair, looking for anything weird. But he finds nothing, even after checking on all sides. The chair drops back to the floor and Jamie has had enough. He decides to just get out of there. But Jamie isn't the only one who has had a terrifying experience in the house. In the middle of the night, Kathy hears noises coming from the upstairs bathroom. She returns with her phone and begins to record in the dark. Before long, things take a terrifying turn.
Okay guys, it's 2:30 in the morning. I'm in the upstairs bathroom. I was in here 5 minutes ago by myself and I heard something whisper my name, so I ran into the bedroom and got my phone. I'm scared shitless. I'm in here by myself. I've got the nightlight on. I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm just waiting to see if I can catch the voice again. Oh my god. What? Who are you? Oh my god. Go away. Oh god.
Kathy is shocked as she sees what looks like a strange, misshapen shadow figure that seems to emerge right out of the darkness. She says she has no idea who or what it could be. So is Kathy's house haunted? Are the dolls haunted? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch Kathy's videos over on her YouTube channel, Paranormal Nightmares. Thank you so much for watching.
You know, at first when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is probably bullshit. There's no way. But then I pay attention to the details in the back. Why the hell Why the hell is there a doll in a glass case with a cross on it? And then you wonder why all this shit is happening in your house.
Come on in. 5 months ago, 19-year-old Dylan Rounds mysteriously disappeared from his farm in Lucin, Utah. Search parties have scoured the area, but Dylan has never been found.
We begin tonight with a local family very concerned about their missing son. He seemingly vanished from his farm.
His parents say he was excited to start farming in northwest Utah, but after he planted his crop, he went missing, and now they suspect foul play.
This land in Lucin, Utah might not look like much, but to 19-year-old Dylan Rounds, it was everything.
I'm convinced that it's foul play. Every vehicle he has, a retractor, everything is accounted for and in place.
If you know anything about Dylan's disappearance, his family is begging you to call police.
Lance Kelly from the YouTube channel Earthworm Infotainment decided to join the search for Dylan Rounds, investigating the many abandoned mines and caves in the countryside nearby. On this particular exploration, Lance finds an entrance to the collapsed Bald Eagle mine. Now, it should be noted that the old collapsed mine is said to be haunted. But nevertheless, Lance heads into the small entrance to investigate. What happens next is downright chilling.
All right. A lot of cold air coming out of this one. So it's probably pretty deep. Anyone in here?
Did you hear it? As Lance enters the collapsed mine, he asks, "Anyone in here?" To which someone or something seems to reply, "Come on in." Now the sound is a bit difficult to hear as Lance's feet are crunching against the loose gravel on the floor of the mine. But I did my best to isolate and enhance the creepy reply. Listen again carefully.
Anyone in here?
As Lance treks further into the abandoned mine, it soon becomes clear that the passage is too small for anyone to be hiding inside. So just who or what could this voice be? You can follow the continuing search for Dylan Rounds over on the YouTube channel Earthworm Infotainment.
That was a ghost.
Gotta see it to believe it. TikTok user Chubby Gooby recently moved into her new home in Reno, Nevada, along with her husband and their 2 cats. Not long after moving in, the cats started to behave in a very odd way.
Well, our surveillance camera caught this, and I'm a little bit nerved about everything that happens, and the fact that the camera just stopped at the end of this. I'm not really sure what to do about this. Just watch and let me know what you think at the end. My cat never comes up to me like this unless she wants food, so that might have been what it was, but she was acting particularly weird.
What's wrong? What's wrong, baby girl? Why are you looking at me like that?
Our cat just walked away from me, and I felt like she knew it was coming.
What the f***? What the f*** just happened? Hello?
As Chubby Gooby is relaxing with a drink and watching TV, her cat approaches her as if alarmed. But then soon the kitty inexplicably just jumps away. Just then, a flower pot falls from the fireplace as if pushed, and even more strangely, the CCTV camera suddenly drops from its mount on the wall. Late another night, Chubby Gooby and her husband are fast asleep in bed, but something in their house is awake and very active. Something terrifying.
I was fully asleep at this point, and I was trying to wake up.
A clothes hamper slides across the floor toward the sleeping couple as a book seems to be yanked from the shelf by an unseen force. The couple awakes confused and in a panic from the sound, but they only realize what happened later, after watching their security video. Even after the events in the house, Chubby's husband is still skeptical. But one night, Chubby hears creepy sounds coming from the basement. After a long discussion, she convinces her reluctant husband to head down to the basement with her to investigate. It did not go well.
Can't believe you have me recording this.
Well, I don't know.
What do I know?
You don't know! What if something happens and we don't have any explanation for it? Like I said last time, I'm gonna record everything. You don't record it, you don't...
You need to explain that?
That's why I'm tired.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the 15th freaking night in a row that something's happened.
I think you're exaggerating. Look, it's a basement. Yeah. What the f is that?
It's a broken frame.
Yeah, that happens.
Jeez!
What the f?
Okay, we need to go. Go. Go.
Oh, where?
Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Gee, go. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go upstairs.
Let's go.
Go. Go upstairs.
Chubby Gooby's skeptical husband is now convinced as random things start to fall and eerily move across the basement floor right in front of his eyes. The terrified couple runs right back upstairs. So could it be that the couple's new home is haunted? Let me know what you think.
Oh yeah, that place is haunted. Let me know in the comments if you think it's haunted, because...
The Man in Black. This next creepy video is a bit of a mystery, as it was shared to the internet without a source. So the story goes that the video was filmed by a young tourist in Europe while exploring an abandoned old monastery, and without even knowing, he captures something truly chilling.
Yo!
A figure dressed in what looks like a long black monk's robe appears briefly in the doorway before just disappearing into thin air. The tourist didn't even realize what he had just filmed and only discovered the figure when rewatching his footage later. But with no definitive source, is it real or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. If you found a great ghost,
you let me know what you think. I think that's real. That was weird. But at the same time, you know what? Now that I think about it, it could be fake. It could be bullshit by using mirrors and stuff, because the way this thing was walking, it looked like it was not on ground level, you know? And I feel like you see that kind of thing in haunted houses at like a cheap carnival or something. YouTube, that is all I have for you today. I am Nick, the Babadook of YouTube. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you sticking all the way through to the end. Let me know in the comments which your favorite clips were. After you do that, just like, comment, subscribe, do all that bullshit. I hope you enjoyed the end of season 5. I can't believe we're here already. Season 5, that's crazy. I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride with me. And I guess let's wrap it up and watch one of these videos before I fucking block you.